So, is there any difficulty factor from this for having no rings at all?
Hey.
Not really. Since I have the red gem, enemies are too slow to hit me. The red gem's your best friend in this game.
So, explain more about the gems. What do they do for Sonic?
They give him special powers. You can activate at will. Most of them are useless, but the red gem slows down time around him. And another one I always use, the purple gem, which shrinks him and makes him jump forever.
Okay. So, does gems add in any type of replay value for the stages when you go through the them?
Well, they make it easier to get S rank. That's about it.
I think they're pretty fun to use too. You can use them to kind of break the game a little bit.
Breaking the game as in what?
Well, there's a blue gem, the sky blue gem, where if you throw it, Sonic warps over to wherever it lands, and if you throw it like past a building or something, he'll warp to the top of the building. Sometimes he'll warp through it. It's just kind of fun to kind of mess up the game like that.
Okay. So this is probably done in the hub worlds.
Correct.
Okay, so you see here is just a lot of home impact and a bit of the bounce. So when was the bounce introduced and what does it do?
Well, the original bounce was back with Sonic 3 and the water shield.
The bubble shield.
Yep, the bubble shield. He could bounce with that. It wasn't as effective. I mean, you can bounce off of the enemies. You can kind of bounce, but he'll stay in one spot. In Sonic Adventure 2, when you get the bounce bracelet, you can actually like bounce and move around in the air. You can bounce on top of enemies, and you got kind of more control over it.
Okay, so what can bouncing do for a game? Like, do you think that bouncing would be great for leading up to higher platforms, or something like using a platform to get to places with only using the bounce function?
Yeah, you can use the bounce to reach greater heights. You know, when you jump, you can only jump so high, but if you bounce, you build up a lot more momentum, and you can reach higher platforms.
Okay. Well,
I missed the bounce jump.
have you guys ever heard about the super bounce glitch that was in Sonic Adventure 2?
No, this is a new one for me.
Well,
I think I've heard of it.
well, this is what most speedrunners do, like in when doing Sonic Adventure 2, and basically you would have to spin dash straight into a wall, and as soon as you jump, you press the bounce button, and what it does, it flies you straight really high to reach to a higher platform, and it's really great for stages like Pyramid Cave, because most of the platforms there are very it's got loop based as well, so it's like Sonic runs all the way up and down, and you can just reach the end of that loop. And it was found by the Sonic Center for the speedruns.
Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Glitchy, so
Yep, I'm gonna have to master
I thought it was
this.
a pretty fun element because suppose if Sonic could do that with the environment, like if you had more curved walls to go up. And there was one two times with Green Forest and Final Rush, I think, and that Sonic is literally running on the wall, going up to actually avoid all that tiring platforming, rail grinding in Final Rush when you're going straight up. And probably they could have executed that more in 3D games, but with the more use of knowledge of like using physics as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like to think that I've almost mastered the physics of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, and but I haven't learned how to break the game like that. That's something I'm gonna have to master.
Yeah, apparently it was really hard to do. So,
You look
but
like you're in a hurry.
moving on.
So,
Sonic
what's going on?
06 cutscene, and looks like Sonic and
Circumstances have
Silver
changed.
are not fighting against each other. So
I
what's
need to rescue the
up about that?
princess.
Well, we left Shadow and Silver off. Turns out they went back in time to do something, and Silver learns the truth, and now he's helping Sonic. And he also figured out a way to save his future.
Okay, and I think we're gonna be playing another action stage, labeled Kingdom Valley. So what is this stage all about?
This is honestly one of my all-time favorite stages. Sonic's running through Kingdom Valley, which is a forest slash almost like an ancient temple type of stage. It has grinding, it has wind grinding, and there's eagles that you're going to be riding on. It's pretty fast-paced, but it's also a lot to take in. It's a really beautiful level that they put a lot of work into it, you can tell.
Okay, and you say it's very your favorite Sonic 06 stage. So why wasn't it introduced into Sonic Generations?
Well, for some reason, I tried. I really did. I voted at all the polls. I posted at least 20 times. But they chose that fire stage with the lava.
Crisis thing.
Yeah,
That was still a good choice, though.
it was a good choice, but this was like my stage, you know?
Yeah, but there's already like enough green levels in Generations.
That's what everyone was saying, but I guess I'm grateful for Planet Wisp. At least I got that.
I wanted Egg Fleet to replace Seaside Hill.
Yeah, because Seaside Hill kind of reminds me of Green Hill, so quite ironically enough, and they could have done a bit more variety in Sonic Heroes, but
Yeah,
I think we're gonna go through another loading screen, and is it gonna be another character played through this stage?
Yeah, that's the first time you get to play as Silver if you're going through this game. I heard some people complaining about Silver's controls.
So what's Silver all about, and explain more that why were people complaining about its controls?
Like I said, he doesn't work well. And it's pretty simple to me. You just hold the trigger to pick up an object and X to throw it. And that's about it. There's nothing much about him. But I have to say he's the funnest to play as in this game.
How would he be the funnest than other characters?
He's just unique. He's not like another fast hedgehog. I like him slow. And his speed is one that people complain about the most.
Okay. And I think that you can use boxes
I think I could knock that
to
structure down.
hit anything in the environment to actually get a new pathway, as seen here. And does Silver do that a lot in most of his action stages?
Usually. You have to knock down a wall or something. You can also pick up their missiles and throw them.
Okay. So he has a lot to do with the movement of what enemies do and what is around him. And he does more with the open environment than Shadow and Sonic does, I'm guessing.
And Shadow has quite a bit of open environment with his vehicle sections. That's about it for him.
Okay. So, very simple, very easy for Silver, as you said. And how long does this part last for?
What about 2 minutes?
Okay.
Pretty straightforward.
So I see this sign on the floor that Silver is pushing him. What's that about?
You just walk up to it, use his psychic ability, and usually something happens, like the environment will interact and create a path for you.
Okay. And we're going to another part where you have to defeat a number amount of enemies and open for the door. Is that going to be shown a lot in Silver stages as well?
Yep.
Yeah, and anything else that we haven't seen through playing as Silver that we might see in other action stages?
Hey, not bad.
No, that's pretty much most of his gameplay right there. Just throw stuff at people.
Okay, and we're now playing back as Sonic, and you said thank you to Silver there, and we're in another section of Kingdom Valley. I think this might be the last loading screen for Kingdom Valley, and it might be the speedrun, I think.
Yeah, it's very weird looking too, like waterfalls going up.
Yeah, I think there's
This is probably the part that TK likes the most.
Yeah, it is. That's my favorite.
Oh wait, no, there's this section first. There's 4 loading screens in this one.
Yeah, this is a really long stage, which is another reason it's not that good.
Yeah, because I noticed that most action stages for this game last more than 3 minutes at least. And most other games, like Sonic games, would probably last about a minute to complete. So, do you recommend to Sega they should make more longer action stages, or they should have a variety of short to long stages?
They should keep it as a variety. Though my favorite are longer stages usually. I couldn't see myself just playing a game full of long stages. I'd get bored quickly. And I think if they kept it at a variety, you know, add variety to the game, make it more, probably add some replay value to it too.
So about replay value, where does replay value come the most in Sonic 06?
Unfortunately, there's not too many extras, but missions and stages are going to be a nice source for replay value in this game, at least to me.
Once you do everything in this game, that's about it. Maybe go back and play the levels every once in a while.
Because it seems very open based, so I'm guessing there should be very new amount of paths and areas that most people just don't find.
Yeah, it does seem to have a lot of like hidden areas, and then there's the Soliana medals that are kind of hidden, but I don't believe you get anything for actually collecting them all.
Just an achievement trophy. Oh, and a gold medal too.
And about achievements, was it very hard or very easy to collect the achievements in this game?
Those silver medals are difficult to get because they put them in spots where you're usually going to die. And finding them was hard.
Yeah, I can see.
And I only did it once. I beat this game, unlocked all achievements, and just stopped playing until like last year.
Nice.
Because I remember someone I know completed all the achievements but got nothing in return, just 100%. And was you disappointed that you didn't get anything like 100%, like anything else? Unlock all of that.
A little bit. So I just remember my brother told me if you get all gold medals, there's a secret ending dealing with Metal Sonic. So I'm like, ooh, let's do it. Nothing.
Ouch.
Do you think that there would have been a Metal Sonic ending if they finished like, the game?
No, probably not, because Metal Sonic Last Stand was in Sonic Heroes. Be nice to see him back again after Heroes.
Yeah, that's it.
Here's TK's favorite part.
Oh yes, the speedrunning section. So TK, why is this your favorite part?
Well, I love water. Grew up by the beach, and I just love water. The fact that the water is defying gravity is just beyond me. I love it. Yeah, it's just so trippy.
Okay, so
I remember there was this video on YouTube where they're pointing out all the glitches in the game, where it's just really extreme nitpicking. And probably the biggest nitpicking I've seen of that video is pointing out that Sonic's missing animation in the actual game compared to when they showed off an E3 trailer for this.
Oh wow, E3 trailer.
Yeah, they're complaining that he's missing animation for hitting the walls there.
Wow.
oh yeah. So they must have just took off in the actual final production of the game when they're selling it. And there was also with the E3, they had a gameplay footage of Kingdom Valley, and what I do notice from that was that the frame rate was very consistent in the E3 gameplay trailer, and it was pretty consistent here because with your gameplay you didn't hit most of the explosive boxes, which slows down the gameplay a lot. And do you think that the frame rate changed dramatically production to the actual game?
Put up a logo right here.
You know, I don't think it changed much, but I did notice in the speedrun sections it did look a little bit more choppier than just going through the game or the hub world.
Okay. And that's it for this episode. Next time on the Let's Play of Sonic 06, will we capture Elise? Will we save her? What will we do? Thanks for the guests here, TK and DevTool238, played by DevTool238 again. Thanks for that, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.